Dre, where we going?
To the Penn Museum?
The Penn Museum. We looking for something. We in Philly. Bro, we're about to go see the homie.
The goat?
The goat? Tweezers, combs.
That's a mirror right there.
That's a mirror?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Where the clip is at? Freaking mummy. Alright, so super disappointed because it turns out that the gallery that has the statue of Mary Mayette is closed temporarily. We came the wrong time. I guess they closed certain sections to add things or to remodel. I don't know what the hell it is. That's crazy, bro. I was hyped though, but it's here. It's just you gotta catch it, I guess, at the right time. Oh, that for nothing. That's what we came here to see. We came here to see that. The statue of Mary Mayette. It says it right there. Right there. He was a barber. Oh, he was a barber. His name lives on to. We're gonna come get some Philly cheesesteaks. Going with Pat's. Pat's got the better reviews. But this is legendary, this whole rivalry between Geno's and Pat's. Come here. For the I'll make a cameo in the next tutorial. Alright, boy, alright, Ezekiel. Alright, here we go. We're here. We are on the tutorial now. This is gonna be a transformation cut. You can see I cut my man up like 2 or 3 months back at I think it was at the Boston class, and he hasn't cut his hair since. And the last time I cut him up was like it was a taper. So now we're gonna really do a complete transformation. We're gonna start with the top with a profile parting right through the middle. And real quick, shout out to Philadelphia. Had a really fun time in your city. Thanks for all the support, guys, and everybody who showed up to the classes. Okay, so we're starting from the back because that's always gonna be like kind of like the shortest part of the hair, just because of the cowlick area, and that's where it starts to connect to the back, right? So that's our guideline, and we're just gonna keep a squared shape all the way through and use that guideline right there in the middle that we're creating for the rest of the haircut. And you can see how right there I just grabbed a little portion of the middle guideline and I use that to determine my length as I'm going to the side here. Still keeping it squared. And his hair is curly, so it could get a little tough to, to kind of control, right? Because it's so curly. But as it gets shorter, it gets less curly because you're cutting a lot of that length that it needs to curl up. So that was the length that we needed on top. We just did the same exact thing on the other side. But let's go ahead and move forward. Now we're cutting the length on the sides. And I'm not going all the way down. As you can see, I'm just kind of doing the upper part of the side of his head, creating that length. And then we'll clean it all up with some razor over comb. This razor was actually my model's razor. He really likes MC Barber and what he's got going on. So he purchased one of his razors and he allowed me to use it for this haircut, so we used it. And like I said, it looks right now like a funny clown cut because the sides are still long. But I didn't want to cut down the sides if I was just gonna fade it anyways with some clippers. So there's no point in cutting it with scissors. Here I'm softening up the fringe area. Alright, so the top is done. The top and the parietal ridge, which is like the part where it starts to curve into the top, that's all done. We're gonna go ahead and start drying the hair so that we can prepare for clipper work. Okay, and like I said, here's the clipper work. This is a number 3 guard. In this video, the 1.5 guard I'm using is like a pink. It's like a fuchsia. So ignore the black. When you see the fuchsia guard, that's the 1.5 guard. Here we're using our number 3, and you can see it's blending right into the top. And we're just gonna use that length to create our base. Debulk everything, create our base, and then it's gonna be real easy because then we know we're fading into a number 3. Alright, so here we're doing our initial guideline. And we actually did this haircut in Hartford, Connecticut at Academy Di Capelli. So shout out to Academy Di Capelli for allowing us to use their space, man. It was a great class. I enjoyed it. And there was an instructor there, man. He was really dope, man. Really cool. You could tell he was passionate for the industry. So shout out to them. But we're using the cordless T outliners to bald all this out. You can see it cuts it really clean. And now I'm using my Bronze Series 9 shaver for the side of the head. And guys, everybody keeps asking me what tools I'm using, where to get them. There's links in the description box. If you go to the description box, links for everything I talk about are in there. Alright, so let's go ahead and start this fade. We have the blade open, and you guys will be able to follow along with the captions in the bottom left corner. And we'll go ahead and start removing this line, starting to blend this out. Alright, we move forward with the one open. And notice I'm consistently going up about 1 inch. Okay. Alright, we switch to that green guard, that neon green guard. That's the half guard, as shown on the captions in the bottom left corner. Okay. And then I went just straight to the blade open, and that's gonna blend everything in. Check it out. You can already see the blend coming in. Don't go nowhere, because the other side, I'm gonna show you guys in real time how I perform this fade. This is something that I do in all my classes, all my hands-on classes and stuff. And this is what people were raving about, the system that I use, that I teach. And I break down, obviously way more in depth because it's a 12-hour, like, you're with me for 12 hours. We get into it. And again, this pink guard is actually the 1.5 guard. A student gave it to me. Like, when I saw it, I'm like, yeah, this is rare. I've never seen a fuchsia or pink, whatever you want to call it, 1.5 guard. And I didn't ask him for it, but he showed, like he saw how happy I was about seeing it, that he gave it to me. And apparently, I guess it comes with Walmart clippers. I've never seen it. So here comes in real time. Check it out, guys. All right, we turn them around, and we started at about 10 minutes and 17 seconds. Here we go. Blade is open. And it's in real time. You can see I'm taking my time. I'm not rushing it. This is just real time, like barber shop time. This isn't fastest fade time. Like if you know, when you see the competition and stuff, you see guys moving way quicker than this. But I'm also talking, as you can see, if you notice, I'm also talking to the class and stuff. Okay, we're a minute in. We're a minute into the fade. This is why I don't do clip over comb, guys. I can blend right into it. It's all about techniques. Techniques that help you skip a lot of guards. All right, here's that famous 1.5 guard. And the blend's almost done. There it is, it's blended. Alright, so we started at 10 minutes and 18 seconds. We finished at 12 minutes and 18 seconds. So there you go, 2 minutes to blend that side. So for all the trolls that say YouTube barbers are slow barbers, we just cut and edit everything. I showed you guys with a taper, now I just showed you guys with a fade. All these barbers on YouTube, man, like they got work ethic and they got a skill set, and they're humble enough to share all the information. You can't say that about a lot of the barbers in this industry. You can't say that about barbers on Instagram, because you can't share much with 1 minute of video. So I wish people would see positive as opposed to trying to point out any little negative, and just show love, man. Show love. Like, no knock towards Instagram barbers or anything like that. Like, mad love for everybody. I'm on Instagram too. I'm just saying, please stop. Like, these guys are giving you nuggets for free all the time, every week. You know what I mean? So I would embrace it. I'd appreciate it, because this is what I wish there would have been YouTube barbers giving out this amount of information for free when I was coming up. There were some YouTube barbers, but it wasn't a lot, and most of the time it was a highlight video and then come buy my DVD. You know what I mean? Or listen to my tape, man, something like that. Alright, so now we're gonna start the finishing style. So we're gonna blow dry it some more, add some volume, and we're gonna use the Indestructible Clay by Tomb 45, which is my product that I formulated. You can get it on tomb45.com. This is my product if you're new to my YouTube channel. We'll start at the crown area. You want to make sure when you use the clay that you rub it into your palms until it's transparent. If it goes on your hands clunky, it's gonna go in the hair clunky, and that's what you gotta teach your customers. You start out at the crown and then you work it into the front, because there's more hair in the crown area, there's more density. So you need more product for the crown, you need less product for the front. And here I'm using a pompadour comb to comb it all. You can see the texture that's created by the clay. It looks natural, has nice volume, and this is all done with Indestructible, which is our matte clay. And I'm gonna keep teaching you guys how to use, you know, our products and stuff. Just keep watching the videos. You know, there's a bunch of videos I've already made that's talked about the products and stuff. So, and here we're using a little bit of enhancements. It's not necessary. It wasn't needed, but you can see it does bring that line to another level, and it lasts just as long as that lineup that we create with our trimmers. So, it lasts about 3 to 5 days. I've had some customers say even 7 days. So, just, you know, just to let you guys know, the video got cut a little bit short. I guess we ran out of battery, and that was it. So, you'll be able to see the finished product on one side, but not the finished product on this side, where, you know, where I finish it off with the razor. So this is the side you're gonna be able to see. And you know, I think the haircut came out nice. It's a hell of a transformation from what he looked like before, right? So let me know in the comments below, guys, what you thought about the cut, the transformation. I feel like he looks like a totally different person now. So now we're gonna use the razor on him, 245 straight razor. This is our triple cartridge razor, and I'll show you guys after the razor the finished look, man. Look at that, boy, man, blurry. Hey, in there, looks completely different in my opinion. So appreciate you guys. Smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you in the comments below, guys.